You are now listening to the National Show with Gangsterville and McGee. The National Show, the National Show, the National Show, no show, no show. The National Show, the National Show, the National Show, no show, no show. All right, No Nation. This is the National Show with Gangsterville and McGee. And if you're watching us from YouTube live, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is YouTube at National. That's at NATIONOLE. And then for IGX and all the other links, you can catch our link tree, which is linktree/National Show. That's NATIONOLESHOW. Or you can go straight to the source for the latest show, for the live show, and for some nice merchandise for you. You know, the weather's changing. You know, we got some winter wear, some summer wear to go up under your winter wear. So, you know, check us out everywhere. And you can get all of that from the website, national.com. That's NATIONOLE.com.
That is
all right. What's cracking, man?
Yo, brother, happy holidays to you and everybody that's watching, listening, whatever the case may be.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. You nailed it. It's the weather's changing for everybody, you know. So whatever you need, you know, you go to national.com.
Right.
But it's warm where you're at, right? It's nice where you're at.
Yeah, it's nice and warm out.
A little cold at night, but nice during the day.
Not even cold, just nice and chill at night.
There you go.
And then, you know, nice and warm during the day. This is the time to be in Arizona, man.
It's perfect here. Man.
Perfect.
It's absolutely perfect here. So,
love
it. Yeah. I got to order some t-shirts from national.com.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, dude? Lots of bowl games. Lots of names in the portal. Lots of things going on.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because of the holiday schedule, this isn't live. We're rocking on it. We're recording it Tuesday night for Wednesday morning. Yeah. And it's coming out on Wednesday morning, and then next week, who knows if we even do a show? It'll be the Sunday. Like, all the more reason you got to hit the notifications tab on the.
Yeah.
So that way you get the little alert when the show. It's good. That's the play. It's a lot going on, man. We got a lot of football to talk about. We got a pro report. We got a lot of bowl games. We should just hop into it. Right before we started, you told me a name that I wasn't expecting to hear in the transfer portal. I am not up on it. You are dialed in more so than I am. You mentioned Brock Glenn's name.
Yes, sir. Brock Glenn is putting his name in the transfer portal. I hate to see it just because he's been gung-ho, and he was the Band-Aid that held that team together, you know, when we went undefeated during those the ACC championship game, and you know, with our quarterback leaving, and even last year, you know, we asked for him, we got him. He didn't perform, you know, as what we would expect it, but he still went out and performed, and he, you know, brought that rah-rah that was missing from our team. Kind of got buried in the depth chart this year or whatever with Kevin Sperry coming,
really
and
we.
Yeah. So I'm not.
We'd always come in like after shit was fucked up.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I actually wish the kid the best. This is one of those situations where I totally understand he's doing what's best for him. He has no fighting chance to start next year, so might as well go somewhere, get your money up, and you know, get your stuff did. But on top of him,
he came in when DJU was fucking up. He came in when JT got hurt. He came in when a few times, you know, you didn't even really see him this much this year when Tom
got some cleanup duty early on. You know,
exactly, but he never really got, opportunity to run. He obviously wasn't going to get a chance to lead the team next year. Makes sense. I could see him going to like a USF or a UCF or like one of those type of schools.
Yeah, USF is actually a good thing that you say that, because their quarterback is putting their name in the portal or whatever.
Is he? So. And they have. Might be a tough. That might be a tough gig to get. Actually, they're coming in with the their new head coach was Ohio State's offensive coordinator. He might. You never know. He might have have somebody he's planning on bringing with him.
Yeah, but at the same time, that quarterback position is the hottest position in the portal right now. So
yeah.
A lot of people just like us getting what you can at this point, man.
There are big name quarterbacks that have already announced that they're entering the portal.
There's been a bunch of quarterbacks across the league wise that are putting their name in the portal. It almost seems like a trend, bro. Like every top quarterback that's performing and not a top tier, top 10, top 15 school or whatever is pretty much, hey, I'm putting my hat right back in that thing. And I'm not mad at these kids, especially with that position, man. Like, I know the last couple of years I've been doing a lot of talking as far as us is, we need to develop a quarterback, and we need to rah and this, that, and the other. But now it's just gotten so crazy to where everyone is inserting a quarterback into a finished product of a team or whatever, so you're putting your team together and then you get your quarterback. Now, what does scare me a lot with us is we're losing depth, like thick as far as the transfer portal so far. We've lost all 3 of our tight ends. We've lost at least 2 running backs in Lucas and Cam Davis. We've lost defensive backs that have been like Jabril Rawls, that have been rotational players. It's looking to be another year of us putting a brand new team together, and that's kind of what scares me with the trend.
Yeah.
And the worst part is
it makes it hard for a coach on the hot seat if he's putting it together on the fly again. I got a lot of spots.
Yeah, a lot of spots to fill. And unlike the last couple of years where it's, we got this receiver from Alabama coming, or we got this, and it's still early, but I don't see none of the influx to replace the, outflux that we're getting, bro. Like,
now there are still a lot of teams playing this week in bowl games that may or may not matter much. And then there's still a lot of teams in the college football playoffs. I mean, when you think about it, there's still 8 teams there. That's a lot of kids that are going to either enter the transfer portal or not. We'll find out after, but we're not going to find out yet.
They're going to chase that bag, guaranteed.
Yeah, the ones that go further, you expect them to leave the most because they're the ones that are flaunting something. That are bringing something to the negotiation table. Look, I already know how to do it.
They're being picked off. Whereas you could be 3rd string at Ohio State, you could be 1st string at South Florida or even Duke or NC State, and you can get
also
that bag.
The stars, the guys that are starting at places, there's going to be other big schools that offer them big bags because A, they get to add them to the roster. B, they take them off a competitor's roster. So
it's something we talked about before. Like, you can offer money, but you can't offer. Like in the days where, Miami in the early 2000s, late 90s, Florida State in the 90s, Florida in the 90s, you can't offer a bag to every position 3 deep in the depth chart, and that's where the big schools are losing them at. It's those rotational players. It's that backup tight end. It's that, and then that person goes down, and now you have a true backup in there, like every sense of the word, not a guy that can go anywhere in the country and start, but no, you have a backup in development. And that's what's exposing a lot of these teams. I actually love it, bro. I actually love it. This is, I never envisioned college football being this level of a playing field for everyone,
right? Like everything can change. Look, Texas Tech and Indiana. Look at Texas Tech and Indiana, man.
Indiana alone.
Not only are they, they're there, but like they deserve their seat at the table.
Bit.
They fully, and they earned it, right? It's cool. And the players get to make their own decisions just as much as the coaches have always been able to. Like the coaches have always been able to negotiate shit and leave and bounce and control where they're going to be next year and etc. I like this, you know. This.
Oh yeah.
Does it make the job harder for the head coach of Florida State University? Absolutely. Does the fact that he's coming off 2 bad years, even if he did have a very good year the year before that, absolutely. Like, does that make it hotter? Yeah, I mean, absolutely makes it even hotter. Is he? I mean, there's going to be people taking bets on how many games into next season he gets fired. You know, there's going to be over under set. We're going to have different odds on different. Oh, will it be after this game? Will it be after that game? Will it be after this game? And I'm going to be involved in some of that action too. I'm going to be honest.
We will, yeah. You will be able to catch some of the odds right here.
We will see how this offseason goes. About like where betting, or do I think he gets through the season and gets into 2027? Like, that's a tough ask, bro. That's a tough
I'm so big on it right now. I'm not even looking at him. I'm more looking at the administration. Like, how long are y'all gonna let this ride and whatever? Because it's beyond Norvell now. You know, he's already showed us what he's gonna give us and what he's gonna do or whatever. So, you know, I don't think he's gonna show us anything differently than we've already seen before. And I think it's gonna be more of the recent years or more of the totalitarian of the situation versus
some years it'll work and some years it won't. But ultimately, he'll go out, he'll get you a whole bunch of guys, and he'll roll it out there, and he'll give us a chance if everybody stays healthy and everybody works well together, and fill in the blank and fill in the blank and fill in the blank. Like,
but that gets harder and harder to do every year. That's the downside to it.
Exactly.
Every year since we've gotten Jared Verse, it has gotten harder and harder to replace those thoughts because everybody else is doing it.
Because everybody else is doing it. Everybody else can do it, right? Deion fucked it up for the
Deion Sanders. He's like, I'm bringing my bag.
Exactly.
Indiana
the
coach
year
did the same
that
thing.
we didn't hire him. We could have hired Deion and be in a very interesting place right now. I don't know. Deion has mastered the new age of college football. You know, we've done okay. We've got a lot of big guys, a lot of big names in the portal. We've played a lot of good football since that same date. You know, it would have been interesting to see Travis Hunter. Play
that would have been nice.
Yeah, man. We're gonna have to hit that portal. We're gonna have to get a couple guys there, and then I don't know. Coach up the guys that do stick around. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of
the thing that scares me the most with it is we're not gonna be able to get those diamonds and pearls in the portal this year like we have the years before. And it's really going to rely all on coaching. And that's the one thing we haven't seen since he's been here. Developmental wise, you know what I mean? Like, not X's and O's, but developmental wise.
Yeah.
Now, in his defense,
I have faith in Gus Malzahn, but even he, man, he'll make some fucking weird calls sometimes, bro.
Yeah.
Make some weird play calls, like out of nowhere. Like, you're like, wait a minute.
But I will say, in our defense, we do got a couple of the freshman running back, Croman Hall. That's nice coming back. He's a beast. He's should be more part of our offense next year. And then the dessert twins, like we need.
Yeah, I like those twins.
Bring the dump truck and just drop off whatever. Just open check, whatever you want, you get it.
as an uncle to twin athletes, they play very well together when they're on the field at the same time. It's just like this in the
they got that extra connection, man. Yeah, twins. They have
been in touch.
They shared a womb together.
Yeah, since day negative.
Not a room, right? Day negative.
I couldn't do the math that quick. You know what I mean? I'm thinking like 9.
I was just trying to too. Like,
right?
Yeah,
like some months have 31 days. Shit. What about was it leap year back then? Fuck. It was tough, dude. So I pivoted to months, man.
That's funny.
All right, let's go through the 4 games from last week, just the playoff games. We don't have to talk about last week's bowl games. Well, let's talk about the playoff games real quick. We don't need to talk about the bowl games largely because they shouldn't be being played, right? They should be being played at the beginning of the season, right? We talk about it way too frequently. I don't need to go into it again, but ultimately, like I will real quick, recap it. Bowl games should now, in the present context of what today's
especially now
is, bowl games should be the whatever those is, the cross conference games, right? On the neutral fields at the beginning of the seasons. Both fan bases will be fully engaged because both teams will be undefeated. All of that excitement about the beginning of the season. Everybody's on the juice, on the Kool-Aid, on the whatever they call it in that town, right? Like it'll work. It'll work. It'll be easy to sell. The advertisers will get more bang.
Yeah, who even wants to watch them now that you got playoff games coming up, bro?
That's the point. Give these playoff games their space that they deserve, right? Yeah. Make these a spectacle. Let them have their room and take all these bowl games, put them at the front of the stage. It'll work. It'll work. Trust me. Trust me, college football. Trust me. And then give me a job. Just saying. I've been saying this for years, dude. You've heard me. It's on fucking camera. Sorry about the language. It's on camera. It's on fucking microphone. Right? It's years and years and years I've been saying this. So, you're my witness. And for years, I think I was saying this even, when they just like announced that this was coming, even with BCS, like I don't know, whatever. All right, but let's talk about those 4 games because they were pretty good games, even if we were wrong about 3 out of the 4. Alabama plus 1.5. They didn't need those. At Oklahoma, they went into Norman for the game. Took it down by double digits, just barely. 10-point victory, 34-24. They were down early, large, and kind of felt like vindicated. I felt good.
Me too.
Real positive. Dude. I was like, damn, I think I got all 4 of these nailed. I was like, I think I got all 4 of these games nailed, right? 17 points. I was like, woo, this is good. And then Oklahoma, like, it wasn't even Oklahoma falling apart at all. It was Alabama really just found a gear that they weren't always able to sustain this season. You know what I mean? And look, it took them a second to get into that gear. Maybe they might not be like a perfect team or anything, but when they get it together, man, they really like it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yep. Yeah, that was a wild game, bro.
Yeah, and then some crazy shit had to happen too.
Yeah. That's why I just looked it up, man.
But whenever, and you got to get lucky sometimes, but Alabama brought themselves back into position to take advantage of it. And then in the end, took it down. Crazy shit going on in that Miami A&M game too. It's not like Miami. Shout out to that defense. We raved about that defensive line, but we thought Texas A&M's offensive line would slow it down enough and dominate.
I thought they would be able to at least score fucking 21 points, bro. That's what got me. All they had to do was score fucking 21 points. That's it.
That Miami defense played so well, but also that Miami offensive line played really fucking well too. Like,
that was crazy. Still, I didn't expect like I said, Carson Beck did not show that he was a championship-esque type quarterback or whatever. That's
Yeah.
my point of it or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, as long as you got a good offensive and defensive line, you can beat Miami because you don't have a quarterback like they had last year where Cam comes out and, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? You don't have that fear when Beck hits the field or whatever. Now the flip side, that defense is a motherfucker. That defense is ridiculous, bro.
Even if Carson Beck doesn't make big things happen, he also, he didn't really fuck anything up, this time. There wasn't some like weird, interception that could have ruined. I mean, there was a couple opportunities for him to have those spots, but like he didn't really blow it anywhere. Man, they just didn't let A&M get started.
Yep. Shout out to Miami though; they deserved it.
Yeah, and you know what? You've won a game against Ohio State. Good luck.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. One thing we can count on this motherfucking week is ain't gonna be no NF offense on the other side.
No
Guarantee you that shit.
No 3 points.
Right.
No 3 points. Yeah, no 3 points. Tulane, 10 points was pretty much what we expected. You know what I mean? Tulane was pretty much what we expected. I just didn't think Ole Miss was going to get off to 41. Right? Like I really thought Tulane would keep it closer than 17.
Talent gap. That's a prime example of different echelon of talent, man.
Yeah. It was almost really took off. And then Oregon, we nailed that one. We nailed that one.
Yeah, we knew what time it was with that one,
man. They were plus 21 was a big ask. They weren't going to get that far, but
that shit made me kind of wish I would have seen goddamn Duke play them versus Duke would have gave them a better game than that.
Yeah. Oregon, I suspect they keep the gas pedal down, so it's a tough matchup for next week, but it could be the end of that. We'll talk about it at the end. We got a pro report. We still got a lot of stuff to get through. So let's do it. Pro report. What day is it? Oh, well, Tuesday the 23rd. Oh yeah, tomorrow's Christmas Eve. This is the Christmas Eve special, national special.
There you go.
Brooks Koepka, literally just before we hit record on the show, has announced he's stepping away from LIV. There have been some rumors kind of floating around for a while that this was going to happen. He's stepping away from the LIV League effective this coming year. His wife recently lost, they recently lost the opportunity to, they're miscarried. And so, like he probably just didn't want to, get all ready, put in all the work to get ready for the season and then ship out and be gone for a large part of the season. And want to be around the family. Also, he can this year, he can reapply or go through whatever the process is and eventually be let back into the PGA, probably at the end of this coming year or next year or something like that. There'll be some sort of disciplinary period before he can return. But in the meantime, he's already qualified for all of the majors because he won the PGA Championship a few years ago. I think 22, 23, something like that. But because of his PGA Championship, he's qualified for 5 years. So he gets to play all the 4 majors. And there's other events he can qualify for. There's sponsor exemptions. There's some international tournaments. He could one-off tournaments he can pop out to, stuff like that. He could probably play some DP World Tour events. He'll play this year, but it'll be like he'll be like Notre Dame kind of. He'll be an independent. He won't be in a conference, basically. Nice. It'll be interesting to see. Yeah, man. Lots of love and good thoughts for him and his family. Yeah. So
word.
That's Brooks. That's what Brooks is going through right now on the golf front. Basketball, we'll talk about next week. We'll do a whole lot of basketball talk. And moving forward, there'll be a lot more basketball talk, obviously, at the offseason.
Football wrapping up, yeah.
Right, both for the pro Knowles and I'm sure we'll check in with some FSU basketball after once we're all done with some college football in a few weeks. So we'll talk about that. Also, like we mentioned earlier, we're recording Tuesday night, and right now all the teams we follow are playing. There's a whole lot of Noles on TV right now, so we'll check in with it all next week. But we got some NFL stuff to talk about. Bro, our injury list is getting long. All right, way too many pro Noles. They're gonna having to take the rest of the season off. I can go through it real quick. It's bad, dude. It's Graham Gano for the Giants. It's Azariah Thomas for the Jets. It's Josh Sweat for the Cardinals. Trey Benson for the Cardinals. Josh Sweat for wow, are they both? No, Josh Sweat's 100%. Trey Benson is. Eddie Goldman for the Commanders. A couple guys are questionable moving forward. Mario Edwards Jr. for the Texans is on the IR for the rest of the season. It's a lot, man. I don't like it. I don't like that shit. But let's talk about the guys that are out there playing, because there was some pretty stellar play by some Seminoles once again this weekend. Sort of every weekend this year, we've seen somebody going off, or 2 or 3 guys going off. Once again, on a very bad Giants defense, Brian Burns is just kind of beasting out for them. He's their standout there. He's there. He's who they should build around, and if not, they should give him a chance to go play somewhere else, because he deserves.
He earned that contract.
He deserves to be built around. Like, he's really, really, really doing it. Yes, they lost 16 to 13. Minnesota took him down, but yeah, Burns had 4 tackles, a pair of sacks, and he forced a fumble too. Like, he's doing it. He's easily the high point. Jameis Winston did not play. He's active though. He did not play. Jackson Dart stayed on his feet. That's all that means. The Jets, Jermaine Johnson. Yes, they lost. Also, they only got 6 points on the board. Down in New Orleans. But Jermaine Johnson got 2 tackles for, not a lot of tackling being done if you're letting New Orleans score 29 points. But
right,
you got 2 of them. Josh Sweat for the Cardinals in that loss to Atlanta. He had 1 tackle. Unfortunately, he exited very early. Like, it was like very early in the game with a left ankle injury. He is questionable for next weekend. Hopefully he is back on the field this season. Derek Nandi for the Kansas City Chiefs, not going to the playoffs. They lost another game, lost another quarterback. It's all bad for the Chiefs. You mentioned Cam Ward. They let Cam Ward and Tennessee Titans put up 26. That's not the Chiefs of a few years ago, bro.
Right.
But Derek Nandi did not play. He is questionable for next week. I don't like that either. I don't even want to discuss this shit. Ryan Fitzgerald and win. The Carolina Panthers will win 23-20 against. God damn it! Look, I see your face. You're just gonna cry. You look like you're fighting the tears back.
Man,
it was bad. Panthers, they beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 23-20. Fitzgerald. I apologize. Fitzgerald, 3 of 3 field goals. One of them was almost 50 yards, I think, too. Good as points after touchdowns. God damn it! I like it better when the Bucs win. Obviously, they now have must-win games every game for the rest of the season.
Every last one of them.
It's that simple. It's go time. Jalen Ramsey, man, talk about Noel standing out on D, bro. Steelers are 9-6. Everybody else in that division has fallen off. Looks like they're going in the playoffs, getting a home game.
Yeah, didn't Lamar Jackson get hurt?
Yeah, it's not looking good right now for the rest of the teams in that division. So we'll see. Yeah, he didn't play this past weekend. Jalen Ramsey, 3 tackles, 1 big stuff, and a pass defended in a big win at Detroit for Pittsburgh. They look like they're now that what they've done is, now that they are 9-6 with their 9th win, they've guaranteed another season at or above 500 for Mike Tomlin. So interesting. don't know how deep into the playoffs Aaron Rodgers is going to get you when you're playing like some real tough games against some real tough defenses. But
shit, if you can beat Detroit, though, you can. Hey, anything can happen. Put it that way.
Exactly. I mean, I know Detroit's had a couple bad weeks, and it's not Detroit's year. It's not Detroit's year, and I think the last few years are more indicative of what to expect out of the Lions than this year is moving forward. Right. I think it's a blip kind of a thing. I don't think it's a big problem, but they didn't respond well.
You win, and then you lose those offensive and defensive coordinators.
They didn't respond well to that change.
Yeah. That's normally what messes it up, man.
Maybe you might have to either make another change or maybe change some things around on the personnel to make it adapt to what you're trying to do. Whatever, something that it didn't work this year. Maybe it works next year. Something better work next year though. For the Lions. So yeah, we'll see. I think the Steelers, maybe there's a playoff win there. It depends. It kind of depends on the matchup, but they're going to get to play it at home. There is going to be a playoff game in Pittsburgh, presumably. Yeah. So let's talk about the Chargers, another playoff team, another playoff bound team. They are now 11-4. Derwin James Jr. went off with 6 tackles and a forced fumble in a 34-17 win at Dallas. Dallas is still kind of trying. There's a lot of money on the line and bonus money and opportunities for some of those players out there, and they're going to keep gunning on offense, I think, through the rest of the season. I saw the first half of that game, and I very much enjoyed watching the Chargers kind of do that. But also, I like watching Dak Prescott play football when he's playing well and when he's healthy and when things are good around. Like, I don't always, it's hard to root for the Cowboys, right? They're one of those teams.
But Prescott is a cool dude.
But yeah, he seems like a I don't know, guy I'd like to have. Easy to root for. Kind of.
Yep.
He just has a demeanor. He has it under control, right? I like that shit. Jerry Jones for the Jaguars, pretty shocking 11-4 record. They got an even more extra or incredibly shocking win at Denver, 34-20. Denver's been crushing all year. It's wild. He had three tackles and a pass defended. Jaguars? I don't know if I can take that seriously as a playoff.
Weird, ain't it?
They've had a pretty, I don't know, the schedule's been things have been impossible for them that, other teams didn't have. Like, I don't know. I'm just looking for excuses. I just don't want to give.
Hey, on the flip side, I want to say that running back ETN, he got like the most touchdowns of running backs, and even with losing the their receiver for the year, old boy from Colorado, they still been able to ball. Yeah, they still been able to ball and do it. And that's our old offensive coordinator. So
yeah, he's nasty.
Got to give him credit. Got to give him credit what credit due, man.
Yeah. I never doubted Cohen. I just didn't think Trevor Lawrence really had it in him. But I guess with the right, with the right voice in his ear, maybe. Yeah. Keon Coleman, the Bills won, but Keon Coleman did not play. He was active. Did not play. Yeah, man. Come on down. We might need one more wide receiver next year for the Bills.
Right.
The 49ers, they got to win. All these teams, there's a lot of teams at 11 wins right now. Last 3 weeks left. There's still going to be a lot of jockeying for playoff position. It's going to go down to the wire for some of that shit. The 49ers got a win at Indy. Our dude Tatum Bethune got 9 tackles, half a stuff and a pass defended. Unfortunately, He is questionable for next week with an ankle injury late in the game. Also questionable for next week is Renardo Green. He did not play this week. He's been dealing with a neck injury that's lingering for a couple weeks now. So that sucks. I hate this. The more NFL's a violent game. You know what I mean? It's a violent sport. These are the biggest, baddest motherfuckers playing a violent sport. Right? But end of the season, man.
And it's the end of the season. You got an extra game throughout the season now. It's a lot, bro.
It's a lot. The Rams lost at Seattle. Crazy game. One of the greatest games.
Yeah.
If you didn't see it, go find it. It was literally one of the best football games ever played, I think. Overtime and all that shit. 1 point game. Yeah, everything you need. All the crazy things. All the weird little things that never happened. All happened. And then some shit that even the players didn't understand happened. Like, it was incredible. Braden Fisk, active, no real stats. He played a good amount, but I don't know.
He is coming off of injuries, so
there may be half a step, and that's all it takes, to kind of just be a guy as opposed to be the guy. Meanwhile, his homie, right? Meanwhile, like the other Noel there, Jared Verse, the aforementioned Jared Verse, 4 tackles, half a sack, and half stuff. Continue to do what he does.
He might be on the Pro Bowl this year.
Oh, for sure.
I think he is. Yeah. He got selected to the Pro Bowl this year. So,
sure. I didn't look at the selections, but if he wasn't, I would yell. You know what I mean? If he wasn't, I would fucking yell about it for sure. And then I didn't think this would happen, but the Patriots got 12 wins on the season. They won again, 28-24 at Baltimore. Unfortunately, Joshua Farmer left the first half with a hamstring injury and is questionable for next week. So I'm sure he needs to be healthy for the playoffs, right? Like these next 3 games, probably if they get one more win out of that, I mean they've already locked up their division, so it doesn't. Maybe they need 2 wins to be the number 1 seed and get the extra bye. I don't know. It's there's still some jockeying. Still some. Next week's the interesting one. After next week,
after next week, a lot of stuff will go to clearing.
Real clear. Word. So that, and it was long, but that was your Pro No Report for Wednesday, December 24th. Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve already.
Presented by National.com.
Good stuff. So, yeah, man.
So, we got like a few more weeks of this college football stuff, right? It's time to talk about these Pro Bowl games and the question, and to figure out if any of them, if you're going to watch any of them, because it sort of proves my point. Like, we've gone through the last 2 weeks. We found 2 games that we've cared about. Kind of proves my point. These bowl games should be.
I see what you're doing here.
It's the long. I've been setting you up for a month, right?
I see now. Yeah.
It's week 3 of bowl season, and there's a lot of games between now and next week. Well, really, when the playoffs kind of continue, right? The semifinals or whatever, the quarterfinals. The next round 2. So you stop me when we should talk about a game. Okay, we'll go through these games. We'll see if any of them are interested. Can I interest you in the game above Sports Bowl? Central Michigan versus Northwestern.
I'm good.
Yeah. How about the Rate Bowl? New Mexico versus Minnesota.
I'm good.
All right. First Responder Bowl is FIU and UTSA. Florida International versus the Roadrunners.
Just because they're Florida International, I may check that one up.
UTSA is always kind of fun to watch. You know what I mean? They're always a scrappy team. I don't know. The Military Bowl, Pitt versus Eastern Carolina, the Pirates. No,
won't be checking that one out. Oh,
some of these games are interesting in case some of these guys are going to announce they're going in the portal, and maybe they find their way to Tallahassee and stuff like that. But I feel like once they announce that shit, or once they intend to go to Florida State, I will then go back and find their
right.
You know what I mean? Like I just
yeah. Ain't no use.
Right. How about the Pinstripe Bowl? They play the shit in Yankee Stadium, so there's always the potential of snow and shit. It is Penn State, who sneaky had a very good back half of the season after they fired their head coach, right? Penn State versus Clemson. And that one.
Yeah, I'll be looking at that one. Yep.
Yeah. I like seeing it in Yankee Stadium. You know, that shit's cool to me. Actually, coincidentally, I have water here in my Tanaka-san, Masahiro Tanaka Yankees Cup holographic. It's kind of cool. As you turn it, he pitches the ball. It's pretty cool. Yeah, go Yankees. Yeah, I might. I'll tell you what, if it's on, I'll have a seat and I'll get, you know what I mean? I'll get comfy and tune in for a bit and give it a chance to catch me.
I'll check out, if anything, just to prep at Clemson and, prep them for next year, see what we're getting into.
Yeah. I think same day, you got the Fenway Bowl. So you got the Pinstripe Bowl at Yankee Stadium, and then you got the Fenway Bowl up in Boston, where the Red Sox play. That is UConn versus Army. No. What about the Pop-Tarts Bowl? Always popular because people like seeing the mascots get eaten and shit at the end. Look, you're giggling just thinking of Pop-Tarts. Do you have a favorite Pop-Tart?
No, I don't even eat Pop-Tarts no more.
I haven't had a Pop-Tart since I was a kid, but I remember as a kid I would literally only have the brown sugar maple ones. Like I didn't want any of the ones with fruit in it. I didn't like any of the ones with fruit. I remember that. But I was a picky little fuck. I still am. I still eat like a 6-year-old.
Same.
Yeah. I know what I like. I stick to that shit. Georgia Tech, number 22 in the nation, Georgia Tech, and number 12 in the nation, BYU.
That's a game I'll check out.
Yeah.
I'll be looking at that one. One, that Georgia Tech quarterback probably is going to be in the portal going somewhere else. And two, BYU and Georgia Tech just seem like it'll be a good game, man.
BYU got screwed, sort of, in this playoff.
We'd like to see them.
Right, they lost 2 times.
James Madison or whoever the hell.
Right?
Tulane.
They lost twice all season, both times to the team that ended up number 5 in the nation.
Wow.
Both their losses are to Texas Tech on the season, man.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, right? BYU really should be in this conversation, and they have a legit chance in a way that, not for nothing, Tulane, James Madison, good story, but come on now.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, again, this is similar to Penn State Clemson, right? Like if it's on, I'm definitely going to get comfy and pay attention to for a while. So that's one to kind of keep an eye on. We got a lot more to go. I'm sorry, I'll move faster. The Arizona Bowl, Miami of Ohio versus Fresno State.
Not checking it.
New Mexico Bowl, 25. North Texas versus San Diego State University.
Nope.
The Gator Bowl, 19. University of Virginia versus Missouri.
If it's on, I'll look at it, but Missouri, I'm not going to break my neck to get to it. Yeah.
Missouri gonna fuck Virginia up, man. Virginia, buddy. I think I might watch that, and I might wager on that one. I don't. It's hard to bet bowl games because motivation. You worry about who wants it, who doesn't want it. But look, that's why I like that we have playoff games. We know all those players want that fucking W. So Yeah, I might watch that one. I think Missouri might beat Virginia bad.
No, Virginia
About,
still got something to prove with not,
good.
losing the ACC game. They supposed to be in the playoffs that they beat goddamn Duke. So
Yeah. Love it. Can't wait to watch Missouri laugh at them. They're just a better team. Period.
yeah,
Texas Bowl, LSU versus number 21 Houston.
Yeah, no interest.
I won't watch, but give me Houston. The Birmingham Bowl. Actually, you know what? Let me go back real quick. Lane Kiffin's already in Baton Rouge,
but he's not coaching this game.
It's just standing there watching.
Yeah, so I'm good.
All right, give me Houston playing in the Texas Bowl. Yeah, sure. All right, Birmingham Bowl, Georgia Southern versus App State versus Appalachian State.
Yeah, I'm good.
I feel like those are two teams that would play every year. That should play every year, right? They're kind of like regionally similar, same size. Like, I don't know.
They way back when they had a Division III or whatever. They used to play for championships. This is awesome. Way back when you remember Georgia Southern beat Florida during homecoming one year, and then Appalachian State beat Michigan not too long from that or whatever. So these are not pushover teams. Now, don't get me twisted. No.
They've earned their way up into the upper echelon too, man. It's good stories. Yeah, these should be like, they should have one of those trophies that, like, all the teams in the Midwest have. The Paul Bunyan this and the the bronze rooster and the whatever, you know what I mean? Like, they all have dumb names and shit. Like, they should have one.
I just would rather had seen them go against another team with a chance of them upsetting versus each other. That's kind of what got me.
How about the Independence Bowl, Coastal Carolina versus Louisiana Tech? No interest there, huh? Music City Bowl, Tennessee versus Illinois. It's a lot of fucking orange. What are you guys doing booking those two teams?
Yeah. It made my head hurt just thinking about what that's going to look like on the field.
That's just bad planning by the bowl committee, dude. What are you thinking? There was no like, oh, this team was the runner-up in this conference, so they automatically get selected to this. Like, this is the motherfucking Music City Bowl. You can invite anybody you want. You don't invite the same colors.
Oh, it's the orange versus the orange men. Oh, brilliant. No, the fuck is not.
Nobody's going to know. People's parents are going to be watching and be like, I don't know. Which side is my kid on? Like, they're not going to know. Like, it's going to be bad. All right. I brought up the parents because those are pretty much the only people that are going to be watching the Music City Bowl. The Alamo Bowl is number 16, USC versus TCU.
That one I may check out.
TCU gonna have a little chip on their shoulder, playing at home. Might want to go out, upset USC. Little Hollywood, little fucks. They don't want to come down to Texas. They ain't gonna take this game seriously. TCU gonna come out. They're gonna give it their all. That USC offense though is very nice, very good, very good. They can slice.
Defense got to show up too, and that's the suspect part.
True. They haven't played that pretty much all season. They didn't play defense pretty much since off jump. Yeah, it was bad for them. All right, let's keep it rolling. The ReliaQuest Bowl, 23, Iowa versus 14, Vandy. Both those numbers are surprising. No interest. What about you mentioned them earlier, at the Sun Bowl, Arizona State versus Duke University.
I may check that one out if it's on and available.
You might be able to get like $5 tickets. You should fucking go.
Nah, I'm good on that.
I don't know. It could be fun.
If anything, I'm gonna go to Snoop Dogg Bowl here in Tucson.
I was thinking this was the one in Tucson. The Sun Bowl was in Tucson. It's not. It's in Tempe. My bad. All right, well, we'll get there. The Cheez-It Bowl. The Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. Number 18, Michigan versus number 13, Texas. These are two
Okay, yeah, I'm watching
super
that.
traditional teams. Like this is a game that you watch just out of respect for the fact that both of these programs have been a part of football for a long time. Also, this is the first time we're seeing Michigan play post head coach chaos.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
If I was Michigan, I would have called the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl and been like, dude, we're gonna decline that invitation. The reason I would have done that because you are putting a lot of kids in front of microphones and they're gonna get asked about this shit, whether you want them to or not. Also, there's a lot of cats leaving Michigan, just left and right, hopping in the transfer portal. And there might be more after this week. Maybe some cats will use this as tape opportunity. If I was the AD at Michigan, the Wolverines would not be going to a bowl game this year. They would have declined that invite. The Las Vegas Bowl. This would be a fun one to go to. Also, both teams wear red and black. I don't love that. But Nebraska versus number 15 Utah.
Oh, that's a good one.
And it's in Vegas.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Now, Nebraska doesn't have Raiola anymore, Dylan Raiola, but I think at least the Nebraska fans that I know, like the hosts of the Nebraska Hour on Bet Your Ash Podcasting Network,
right?
Brock White and Brandon Brawl. Those guys will tell you, like, good riddance, see ya, fuck off Raiola. They're fine with that. Right, they did not like the way things changed this year. Right, they were supporters of him for a long time and his family and everything, and they didn't like a lot of the things they saw, so they're kind of okay with that.
Well, this is a prime example of the whole musical chairs at quarterback thing, where it works really good. Some situations like with Cam last year with Miami, that was like a glove perfect.
The Miami kid in Indiana, Mendoza. Very well for him. Right? And you could argue it's worked very well for Tommy Castellanos and a lot of other people. We could list a lot of dudes that got to go from one school to a better school to a better school with a bigger bag and by the end. You know what I mean? Like that's what it's for.
But that's the perspectives. Like from a player perspective, it's beautiful because you just get opportunity after opportunity, check after check, which I ain't mad at that. It's just from a program perspective, like it could work perfect. You know what I mean? Or it could turn into a DJU situation, and we've seen far more DJU situations, and that's nothing bad to DJU, but look at what you're asking these cats. You ask them to come in, be the highest paid player on the team, yet you know nothing of this offensive scheme. It may be an offensive scheme you've never run before, or it may be similar, but not catered to you and how you've used it, and it's always going to be a gamble, bro. So,
and your coaches might be somewhere else next month.
That part, right. So
it's fucking wild. It's a wild system.
Yeah, you're not seeing the Jordan Travis situations anymore,
right?
Where you get a quarterback that's seasoned in an offense for 3 years, and I know this offense, so it doesn't matter who you bring in. It doesn't matter what freshman we can put out there. I can run this show because I know this shit with my eyes closed.
I hope you start cheering for Arch Manning in his junior year in the same program next year. I really
you should, yeah.
This is everything you love, even if you don't want to give, even if you don't want to get behind it. It's everything you love.
I'm all for Arch, man. Yeah, I'm all for that situation.
Because every time you bring this up, that's the only name I can think of right now who's like seems like he's going to. I don't know if it'll be 4 years, but at least 3 years, but just one school. It might be. We'll see.
He already set too. So, okay, he can go pro after. Okay, gotcha.
Right. After next year, he could go.
Yeah. But I think he'll come back. I don't think there's gonna be a huge jump from this year to next year or whatever. I just hate everything that they put on his shoulders with the name, and I know it comes with it or whatever, but. if he didn't have the Manning name, we'd be looking at him totally different, and he'd get a lot more credit than he normally gets.
Hey man, homie's earning in Austin, bro. He could stick around there for a while and do just fine. Might as well get that last year at Texas money and get good tax situation there before you get drafted, and it might end up in a city in a state with crazy tax situation.
Yep.
All right, we got a few more
contract less than what you get now.
Right. Yeah, for him it would be, wouldn't it? Unless he is top 5. I bet you're right. Even if he is top 5, he might be right, bro.
With endorsements and everything and NIL, yeah.
Well, a lot of those carry on. I mean, those aren't going anywhere. He'll still have that money. So it's different. It's different. Like he can still endorse a lot of the same things.
But you get a lot of local endorsement too, or whatever.
Right.
I'm
that's what
endorsements that's key to just whatever university you're with. And I know that
that's big money there with that university. Texas, man, they love football.
Big rig, old rig.
Speaking of, the Armed Forces Bowl is Rice versus Texas State. Any interest?
Nope.
No. How about the Liberty Bowl, Navy versus Cincinnati?
Nope.
How about the Duke's Mayo Bowl, Wake Forest versus Mississippi State?
Nope.
How about the Holiday Bowl, number 17, Arizona versus SMU?
Oh yeah, I gotta watch that. Yeah,
that's the one.
That's the hometown team, Arizona. And hold on, which bowl is that?
Isn't that the Holiday Bowl? Isn't that the Snoop Dogg Holiday Bowl?
Nah. His is like something 420 friendly. Like, let me see the name of his shit. But
you look that up because I don't. I forget. I thought that was the one he was hosting in Arizona.
Nah, his is the Gin and Juice. That's it. Snoop Dogg's Arizona Bowl presented by Gin and Juice. Yeah.
Who's playing in it?
Let's see.
That's the info we need. Yeah, so that's the bowl games for next week.
It is Miami of Ohio and Fresno State.
Oh yeah. Oh, and I didn't talk about them right after the Pop-Tarts Bowl, right before the New Mexico Bowl.
You didn't say it was a Snoop Dogg Bowl though.
My bad. I forgot to mention all the sponsors. I only said Arizona Bowl. I didn't give it. You're right. My bad.
Yeah.
You should go. I bet you it's gonna be cloudy.
Oh yeah. He normally has a concert.
That could be a lot of fun.
All
right, let's talk about the 4 games that really matter this week. All right. The Cotton Bowl Classic. Number 10, Miami, plus 9.5 points versus number 2, Ohio State.
I'm taking Ohio State on this one.
It's 9.5 points, man. We just saw Miami play really great defense. Yeah, you're right.
We also saw an inept ass Oklahoma offense, bro. Like as good as their defense is, like they've let Florida have scored more. Like, you know what I mean? Less talented offenses have scored more against Miami's defense. Not to take nothing from them, but
what about the week off? How does that impact Ohio State versus Miami playing?
If anything, I think it'll give Ohio State the upper hand in the sense of resting for injuries and stuff or whatever. I don't think it's that off enough for them to, show up in Ep, bro. They're gonna show up ready to prove something because you got all of the hype behind Miami coming in. You have to be prepared. These guys will sit up there crying about not being in the playoffs, and not to mention they're bringing up a fucking game 20 years ago when they played Ohio State all this shit or whatever. I'm like, Miami fans are like, they're not gonna mention that game. Miami fans are like, we getting get back, and I'm like, the motherfuckers y'all talking about getting get back with wasn't even born. Like the players on the field wasn't even born when this game took place. And anyway, Ohio.
It's really amazing how much fucking. It's just it's incredible.
But I say that because I know that they have enough offense to get by their defense. Jeremiah Smith has the ability to shred, their defensive backs or whatever. So all they have to do is get the ball to them. I think they're going to be able to at least put up 21 points on the board. And their defense ain't no pushover either. So yeah, bro. I'm going with Ohio State on that one.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. If you like Miami, maybe you just hit the first half bet. I don't think you're gonna want to bet the game. I mean, that's how you try to capitalize off the week off rust, if there is any for Ohio State.
Yep. First half, first quarter, if they got it, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of your chance. All right, what else we got? What's next is the Orange Bowl. I'm trying to do this chronologically, Orange Bowl. Number 5, Oregon versus number 4, Texas Tech. Texas Tech is plus 1.5 points.
That's a hard one to call, my brother.
Right here, right there.
If I'm to pick one, I'm gonna go with Oregon, but I'm not gonna say it with confidence. But if I had to pick one, I go Oregon. I say they roll with whatever steam that they got a brewing from this last weekend and bring that on to the, they're more experienced. They've been here before, nothing against Texas Tech, because hell, they're just a fucking good team put together with Texas. They remind me of SMU last year, bro. Them Texas teams, they spending that money, and they not only spending it, they spending it right. So
you're right.
I don't know. It'll be a damn good game to watch, though. It's to the top of my list of the game to watch, even over the Miami game.
Yeah, this is my favorite game on the board as far as what's demanding my attention. I think Oregon continues to roll. I've liked them the last few weeks, so they look really good right now. But Texas Tech has been great all season, and I was late to get on board, and maybe I'm not giving them enough credit, but I just feel like Oregon kind of they really want this shit, man. They hate how how they lost to Indiana and Penn State, right? Isn't those the 2 losses at home? Both of those losses. They just I don't know. I think you're right. I think Oregon ends a very, very great season for Texas Tech. All right, Rose Bowl. Number 9, Alabama, plus 6.5 points versus number 1, Indiana. If you would have told me at any point in my life that Alabama was an underdog to Indiana in a college football game,
like, what the fuck are you smoking? That's what I would have said. The hell are you smoking, man? But this is really I don't know, bro, because it's like I don't want to go against Alabama because of how they showed up last week, but at the same time, I don't want to go against Indiana because they're looking like the I can't even say it, Cinderella team of this year. So if I had to choose, I'm going Indiana. There it is. How could you not go for this story?
It's such a good one, dude. I just don't. I don't even want to root against them, so I'm gonna pick.
Right.
I'm not confident. This is my least confident of these four sides.
By far.
All right, Sugar Bowl, NOLA. Just a gem of a city, one of the greatest places in the world. It's so much fun to be there for the Sugar Bowl. It's so much fun to be there for New Year's Eve. Man, I wish I was going next week, to be honest. Number 6, Ole Miss, plus 6.5. Versus number 3, Georgia.
Oh, yeah, I'm taking Georgia on this one. I'm taking Georgia on this one every single time. Yeah, Georgia.
Yeah, that's an easy one for me. That's the one I am. Well, Oregon and Georgia, I'm most confident about. Ohio State, I just worry because it's 9.5 points. Like, that's a big number. Really a big number. And Indiana, I mean, 6.5 points is a ton. So I feel like if I'm if I'm really stepping up to the window, I'm probably putting money on Alabama just because of the number. But I think Indiana wins the game. So
yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Betting wise, I would go with Alabama just with the point spread.
yeah, it just
'Cause I
feels like
think it's
that could
gonna
be
if
a
they win, it's
really
gonna be a close game. It's gonna be a close game.
really
Right,
close
right.
fourth quarter
Good
kind
point.
of end of the game, kind of. So
Yeah.
maybe the move is to bet Alabama, even though I really do think Indiana's going to win this game somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's it. Whole lot of football to be played, and then since those shows are on Friday, those games end on Friday, right? With all the bowl games, everything ends on Thursday. Really Thursday, but there's a couple games on Friday. Let's get back together over the weekend. Let's do like Sunday morning, and we'll know who's left in the semifinals. We'll do a big NBA thing, and then we can, when we do the Pro No report, and then we can save all the NFL stuff for later in the week when we're previewing the following weekends. The regular late in the week show when we're previewing the games. So we won't do a show during the week next week, but we will do a Sunday morning special. And then we'll be back to somewhere late in the week. Gotta have those notifications. Once again, you gotta have that shit turned on.
Yep. Turn on that bell.
Yeah. All right. This is the longest national show we've ever done. I feel like we could have sat here for 3 hours talking about this shit. It's an exciting time of football. There's a lot of football to be played, but what's crazy is 80% of this shit doesn't matter, right? Like all these bowl games just don't matter. It's bad. It can't be as good of an investment for advertisers as it used to be, and we can fix it.
Yeah, and it didn't matter as much when we had the BCS because you had the championship game, but at least I feel like it mattered more then because there wasn't playoff rounds to focus your attention versus top-ranked teams. Those top-ranked teams was playing in bowl games, so it's like, oh, I can't wait to see this game or that game. But now all of those games have been sucked in the playoff format. So
every week,
what's left is chitlin juice.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like they've literally just sucked the interest out of the bowl games by putting games of much more consequence on the same weekends. It's that simple. The viewer, even rabid viewers, like only have so much attention span.
Yep.
What are we talking about?
My only guess is maybe viewership goes down and then they reconsider the thought, or that thought should be the obvious because
hire me.
All of these matchups that you're saying, they ain't shit now, but if this was week 0 or week 1, I would be all on it, bro. I would be all on it.
Guess who's bowl eligible? Everybody. You just get to book names, baby. Florida State, you want that fan base? Sure. Yeah, man. You want this fan base, that fan base? You got it.
Yep.
And factor color into things. Don't fucking put 2 teams in orange on the same field. All right.
Yeah, whoever set that game up need an F.
Anything else, bro?
Nah, that's it.
All right. Long show. Let's wrap it up real fast. We got email, nationalshow@gmail.com. Y'all know how to spell it by now. We don't have to do it over and over, all right? nationalshow@gmail.com. We got a website, national.com. It's got all kinds of links to all our social medias. It's got the latest episode playing, and it's got nice merchandise. I think we gotta go. I'm gonna have to go in there and change the header to nice merchandise because I like how you said that. We also have all of our links on Linktree. It's /National Show. Gangstaville also has Linktree. That one I will spell for you, actually. That one I will spell because that's a weird one. All right, it's GAINSTAVILLE. Remember that shit. All right. Linktree /Gangstaville. You can go there and check out all his music, right? He just dropped a single called Taco Bell. You can also go to our homie Joey Hustle's Bandcamp page He just put out Duck 13 Volume 1 and 2. Listen to both volumes.
Fire.
Right? Listen to both volumes. But on one of those two volumes, you will hear Gangstaville's voice. And then also, that same dude has another album about to come out with another Gangstaville feature on it. And then Gangstaville has another album coming out. Like, there's all kinds of things happening. Listen to it. So, Linktree/Gangstaville, GAINSTAVILLE. Go to all the different sites, listen to it on all the different platforms, like it on all the different platforms. That's how you support your friends that make music. And if you prefer the show as an audio product, it's available via betyourash.com, Bet Your Ash Podcasting Network, BYAPN, BYAPN. They also have feeds on Apple and Spotify. So, yeah. I think that's everything, right?
You got it, bro. You knocked it out.
Right. So, like, even when the Knowles aren't playing, even when things are tough and the seat's hot and we don't know who's going to be coaching around here in the future or playing around here in the future and cats are transferring out, even then, which is right now, it's still always go Knowles.
Go Knowles.
And you have just finished listening to The National Show with Gangsta, Fizzle, and McGee.